running through your eyes. Same on the page, but it's black and white. Well, I know it's too soon to be losing you. We can tell by the chemicals. So let's go. The less I know, the more I need. Then I'll make a fool of myself. Oh, and when it gets too hard, remember from the start, I'll be running right back to you. The lights on the headlights as I take you home. But there's a time and a place that I can't erase, and I wanna let you know. Don't let me go. High tide, then we shake the ground, then heaven calls and the lights go out. No, we are the next ones up. No, we are the fire and the beating heart. So let's go. The less I know, the more I need. Then I'll make a fool of myself. Oh, and when it gets too hard, remember from the start, I'll be running right back to you. The lights on the headlights as I take you home. But there's a time and a place that I can't erase, and I wanna let you know. Don't let me go. Hide away in this place, it's just who we are. In the back of my mind with still broken scars. Hide away in this place, it's just who we are. In the back of my mind with still broken. Lights on the headlights as I take you home. But there's a time and a place that I can't erase, and I wanna let you know. Don't let me go. Don't let me go.
Yes, hello and welcome to the Music Scout with myself, Lewis Fisher, and what a special episode I have for you today, my friends. Yes, we have a very sort of long but very chilled out and nice interview with Steph Brown from Della Lupa, and also Minney as well, who I very much enjoyed the interview with them. It was really good, and I hope you guys will enjoy it, but that'll be coming up soon. I'm going to be playing 3 songs this week. I know it's not my usual 7, but we're going to be hearing from Kev and Della Lupa, or Steph, the lead singer, and we're also going to hear their latest singles respectively as well. So there's 5, but also you get a 35-minute interview as well, so I think you'll be okay. So you just heard Luna Bay and the song Colours. Really nice track, nice energy to this, and has that definite favourite indie sound that I'm looking for in quite a lot of songs recently. We're going to listen to a band called Drive Like Maria now, and the song Saints.
Nowhere, all the broken bodies. Now can they get an amen? All the right reasons why no one would believe us. Gotta make it for the lost souls. Make it for the lost souls. Now come a little closer. Hear what I gotta say. Who wants to be the pilot if there's nothing to gain? Oh, they leave us guessing, hoping for a blessing. Gotta make it for the lost souls. How can we go on living in this fear of doing wrong? How can we go on? What if all the saints are gone? And the voices sing along to the beating of my heart. All the saints are gone. All the saints are gone. And the shadows on the wall trying to steal your heart. All the saints are gone. All the saints are gone. How can we go on living in this fear of doing wrong? How can we go on? What if all the saints are gone?
Drive Like Maria there, ladies and gentlemen, and the song Saints. The three-piece band are definitely making waves in the music industry and making waves hopefully on this podcast as well. A nice rocky song for you there, bit more up-tempo, a bit more rock than the last song. And the next song is again somewhat indie rock. I'm trying to pile in as much rock as I can before I get to this interview. Now excuse the phrasing of this next band, but they are called Peaness. As in PEA, as in the little P that you get on your roast dinner, with Ness as well. So peaness, not something else that you're thinking, naughty. Yes, so we're going to be listening to them, and same place. These guys have actually been really impressing me recently. I've listened to their latest songs and their latest albums, and they're a very, very good female rock band, I have to say. And it's a great little artwork as well. It's a little bulldog with loads of little peas on him. No Fun is their latest EP. This has come out from 2016, and I hope you enjoy.
And now
yes, thank you to Peaness for that lovely song. Never going to say that on this ever again. Seafoam Islands was the track from their No Fun EP they've released in 2016. Real joy to listen to these guys. Definitely go check them out. All female band as well in celebration for International Women's Day. Definitely go check them out as they're a real gem. Very much enjoyed them. So now, before I hand over to Previous Lewis, it is time for me to say goodbye. Your 30 minutes are not up just yet. You've still got quite a long way to go. I'm treating you guys this week to a bumper edition of the Music Scout podcast. And just before I go, I'll quickly put in there about the Twitter handle. So that's at the Music Scout with a little underscore, and then also the website www.themusicscout.co.uk. And the email, if you want to send me any music or suggest anything of your own, is themusicscoutpodcast@gmail.com. And also my Instagram is just Lewis Fisher. Just find it. Nothing too crazy about that. But yes, I'm going to hand over to Previous Lewis to sit down and chat with Steph Brown from Della, Lupa, and also Kevin Minney to talk about the retrospective releases. I hope you enjoy. It's a really, really good interview, and I will speak to you next week. Ta-ra. So we are here with Kevin Minney and Steph Brown from Della, Lupa, and Kevin Minney from his own artist. Thank you very much for joining me, and thank you very much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
okay.
you.
So, just to break the ice as such, do you want to both tell me about the music you've recently both released? So, Steph, do you want to go first?
Well, I've recently
We've had too much
Good
wine.
start.
Too much
Yes,
wine.
I must reiterate, we've had a little bit of wine before we started this. So.
This is my second glass, and I feel like I'm almost getting there.
Yeah. We just needed to loosen up, you know. So I recently I released on last Thursday, 2nd of March, I released a 5-track EP called Lost to the Long Term. It was crowd-funded by my supporters, which is very nice. It was produced by Jag Jago, who's also worked with Maccabees and various other artists.
I did not know that. That's very cool, actually.
Yes, he's an excellent
Jag.
producer. Good old Jag.
Good old Jag.
Good old Jag.
Jag.
And although he did once get accidentally called Jazz
by the
session
pedal
musician.
pedal steel.
Who could also be listening. So
you never know, he might be listening.
Never know. So it wasn't Jazz, it was Jag, but we did let you have it until you walked out of the studio.
He didn't walk out.
Okay, right. So
he played great.
So
moving on.
5-track EP that I released, produced by Jag Jago, and I also released a couple of singles with music videos. I released one called Closed Borders in July, and that had a video that we made with it. And then I released a single recently called Good Night, which was written in and about Las Vegas, and the video sort of featured a psycho Barbie who went to Vegas and then killed all her dates.
That's a very interesting concept for a video, actually.
Yeah, well, it wasn't my idea, but it was fun because we were kind of like, well, how it's about Las Vegas, we can't go to Vegas, so how are we going to make this Vegas-y, and then how are we going to represent the dark side of Vegas? And yeah,
is that the dark side of Vegas that again? So people get killed.
People get killed off
by a psycho Barbie.
The
Are those the tales of Las Vegas?
The idea is that Barbie gets her revenge for being objectified, and she ends up objectifying all these guys. But the idea is that it's meant to be something very innocent and fun, with this really dark undertone, just like Vegas and just like the song. Guys,
sex
come
and
on!
murder.
That does sound like an interesting concept, one that I've never seen before. So I will give you that.
Yeah.
And then Kev, your
So
single?
couple of days ago, I released Dark Stars, which is the first song off my album, which I'm not sure when it's gonna be out yet. As I'm releasing another 3 songs soon.
You shouldn't say that. You should be like, I know exactly what it's
Well,
called.
I'm telling the truth. Anyway. And
Honest politician.
At least they know something's coming though.
something's coming.
It's on the horizon.
We're not sure what is coming, but something's coming. No, so I released Dark Stars the other day with a animated space themed music vid. The whole record is going to be space themed, because I'm mixing like a passion of my music and space. So then I'll be releasing another song, which comes out on the 2nd of May. So yeah, I'm doing it in a way where I feel like these songs are pretty good, and so I just want to showcase those as songs first before releasing the whole shebang.
It's also produced by Jag Jake.
Yeah.
Both produced by Jag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Not Jazz.
Not Jazz. Jag.
Yeah. So Jag produced the whole record, and I hired. Lots of, I think it was 18 different musicians who were played on the record, and
we had some excellent,
and they were all so good.
You know, on the single, you can hear all the layers of different musicianship and different instruments that you can hear on that. So that's definitely shows that you did hire quite a lot of people for this record, but. At the end of it, it actually worked, because you can hear the layers, you can hear how energetic this song is for the tempo that it is. So even though it is a slow song, there is a lot going on in it, and it does create a certain aura about it that is quite special. We will be playing it at the end, as well as Della Lupa, and we'll probably be playing your latest single as well. But we will get on to Steph first, and we'll start with Della Lupa. So obviously your EP, Lost for the long term. So what was the whole ethos of the music for this EP? Were you aiming to stay in the style of your older EPs that you've released in the past, or were you thinking something different, a change up, for example?
Well, I think that every time you go and do something new, you're always thinking about where you want to take it next, and you're never satisfied. I mean, I'm speaking for myself, but I think a lot of musicians, they're never satisfied with what they do, and they're always developing. And so I guess the way that I kind of wanted to develop was, I wanted to make, for this track EP, I wanted to make meaningful pop. So I really have a great fondness and indulgence for pop. I'm quite big on very meaningful lyrical content. I mean,
that's right up my alley personally. I mean, all my listeners will know that any lyrical song was right up my alley personally. Who were the so who do you look up to for influences then? You say it's like you really enjoy sort of pop, so who are the influences for this style that you're looking for on this EP?
It's difficult to say, because I like pop, that kind of like interesting pop. So like Kate Bush, I guess, she's not necessarily strictly pop, but what I really enjoy hearing in a song is familiarity balanced with unfamiliarity. Something that carries me through, but then something else that makes me feel a bit weird. And and so I guess the balance comes from her, in the sense of I feel she's got that balance, like she's got a really good balance of that. I also feel like Bat for Lashes has that really great balance. But then there are certain songs that quite influenced me. So like Goodnight, the sort of it's my poppiest track, and it sounds kind of very innocent, but if you did listen to the lyrical content, you would find out it actually it talks about sort of addiction and this
it has a deeper layer and a deeper meaning to it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
So, I guess in a way, thinking about the whole pop thing is that I know this is completely different to your sort of style, but the whole Katy Perry Chain to the Rhythm thing. Everyone thought it was a pop song, but then when you dig deeper and dig lower to it, it's a political song.
Yeah,
which nobody knew until someone went, actually, let me listen to the lyrics. It actually has a different message to it, which goes back to your video that you made. So it has that whole thing of being Las Vegas, but then has an undertone of something else, something a bit darker, a bit more mysterious as such.
Yeah, the video is also kind of quite humorous as well, so you kind of forget, actually, in some ways, unless you look at it a couple of times, you might forget about what the meaning is behind it.
Yeah, definitely.
But so for that song, it was specifically the song, sorry, I can't remember now, because it was a while ago, the song by Black, It's a Wonderful, Wonderful Life, that song there, that really influenced that song.
That one that really influences.
That It's a Wonderful Life by Black. Do you remember? It's the 80s.
Yes.
Going back to the 80s.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly how it goes now, but I don't know why. There was just something about it. It was just like that the like awful marimba sound that just got me. I didn't use in my track, but that sort of happiness, you know.
So when I was listening to your EP, it's very piano based as well.
Ah, yes.
So tell me a little bit more about that. Is that just something that you always love the piano wants to come through in your EP, sort of like a major element to your songs, or is it just the fact that it was a good songwriting and a base for all the songs that you've written for this EP?
Well, for this EP, I guess like the piano is what I have always written with, and so I guess it makes sense to use it. I'm never opposed to change, so I'm never opposed to not using the piano. There are some times I don't use piano sounds. Sorry, that's my dog Rupert.
We have little Rupert here, so we got wine and dogs dining with us. So.
I did warn you earlier that he might burst into song at some point.
or he might skip and start biting us
or a dance.
Or dance, yeah.
So stay tuned, folks. It could get interesting.
Like it isn't already. Rupes stealing the show again. So where was I can't remember.
So piano and how it. So yeah, I can definitely tell that it's in the song.
Well,
so that you do write a lot with piano.
Yeah, piano. That's where I start. Basically, I start with the piano, and then we arrange everything else around that. And I guess I self-taught myself the piano when I was quite young, and I have quite a distinctive piano style, so it becomes quite a big part of the song.
Yeah. I think. So then you also had your launch of your EP, which you mentioned, at Bleach in Brighton, a sellout as well.
Yeah.
So that was very good. Well done. Congratulations for that. So how was the gig?
Oh, it was amazing. Like, I was so pleased at the turnout. I was so pleased at the artists who supported me. I was very lucky to have the Common Tongs on board supporting us. And I had a wonderful girl called Daisy who did some visuals for us, and it was the first time that I'd ever worked with visuals. So it was quite, it really worked. We thought, how are we going to create atmosphere in this show? And we really sculpted the show to have an exciting atmosphere, and I felt like that we achieved that. So.
And then you got another gig coming up soon.
Yeah, I've got a tour.
A whole tour,
which I'm very proud to say that we've been funded by the Arts Council to go and tour the UK.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I've got 12 dates in total, 10 with my band, and so that's it. So it starts this Sunday, I'm playing 2 events for the Women's Equality Network in Wales, celebrating Women's International Day,
which is today.
Yes.
Happy Happy Women's International Day. I think I meant
International Women's Day. That's the one.
I did this earlier. Anyway, so I'm playing at the Millennium Theatre in Cardiff, the Millennium Centre in Cardiff, and the Waterfront in Swansea, and then I go on to play in London, Southampton, Cheltenham.
Leeds.
Yeah, not in that order. Leeds,
Okay,
Manchester. Never mind, it's okay.
There are
Bristol.
others.
There are other dates.
There are other dates, and go check out their Facebook page for the dates.
Yeah.
So obviously you two are a couple. So we are.
That's love about it.
Did you say we aren't a couple?
I said are a couple.
Oh, okay, right. I was going to say, gosh, when did that happen?
So
Yeah,
When
on
did you dump
Tuesdays.
me?
Just now, after this, we're going.
Who's
Going down the pub.
taking Rupert?
Me.
Wanna
Definitely
stay with
my
me,
dog
Rupes?
when the shit goes down. Literally.
So obviously with Steph doing so well, I was going to ask you, Kev, how proud of you? How proud are you of Steph doing so well?
but,
Touring, new EP, etc., etc.
yeah, very, very.
Correct
well,
answer. Ding.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. I'm coming on Steph's tour as the van driver and the merch guy.
Oh, okay, awesome.
So
Don't you
I'm
forget the
looking
second
forward.
part.
I'm looking forward to taking a small break off my own music and helping out Steph. And
I will do the same for you. When
yeah, I
when
mean,
we go.
me and Steph are a team, and as well as girlfriend and boyfriend. You're the
that's
girlfriend. I'm the boyfriend. Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
always
Good.
do
Glad
that
we
in the-
established
yeah.
that.
And it's we are both inspire one another.
We work
and,
with a lot of the same team as well. We've kind of built
and
up
it
our
really
team.
helps a lot, and
So
it
you-
really encourages a lot. And any time that one of us feel like that things are hard or we feel down about something, it's nice to have that lift
Yeah.
with your parent.
We definitely.
with,
It does work out quite well that usually on a down day, you're having an up day, and vice versa, and that kind of works quite well because
I can relate to that, yeah.
I swear, like we would have quit by now.
and then when we're both down, Rupert's
fine.
So
He was going to come on tour with us.
He was, or
Yeah,
he is.
We were gonna take him in the van, but then we realised we wouldn't be able to go out for a drink afterwards, which,
But Jag's going to take
our
Rupert, isn't
producers.
he?
The producer's going to say. I have seen photos actually that he does enjoy his
Oh,
company.
yeah.
Oh, he loves Roop. I'm just hoping that Roop's.
Rupert's going to steal the show. If you, I'll probably pop a picture of him on my Instagram, so you can check out my Instagram if you want to see who Rupert is and how damn cute he is. As
To
well.
be fair, like I swear, like I was walking him the other day, and he got taken by a group of people who just wanted to take photos of him and selfies with him,
Oh, yeah,
and it was
he's
quite
famous.
wicked. Like
Yeah.
he gets Instagrammed all the time.
He gets more
by
likes
lots of-
than our music page.
Brilliant.
Isn't it?
It's true.
So moving on to obviously Kev, your single Dark Stars.
Yeah.
It came out yesterday.
Yeah.
How's the reception been? Is it everything you wanted it to be?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's been good. Yeah. The feedback from my initial kind of like friends and family and so on has been great, and that Rupert's gone. Yeah, and that like I guess like my kind of close fans or friends. I think they have helped the most, and they've shared it and liked it, and so on and so on. I'm going to be featured in a few magazines soon. I'm hoping for some national radio play soon. So I think it's early days, but initially, yeah, it's good. It's good, and I think essentially, I think I'm proud of the video, and I'm proud of the song, and I just hope over time it just gets a bit more attention.
Yeah,
and,
so
I'm sure
yeah,
it will.
I'm confident that it will. So.
yeah, so I mean, I'm going to be leaving a link and a video player to the video purely because it's just astonishing, as well as the music as well. And Rupert's not going to try take a sip of my red wine anymore. Yeah, it's just astonishing, the actual video, and I urge anyone who's listening to this who is interested in actually watching and listening to the video, or the music and the video, to go do so. But actually, so tell everyone how long it actually took for the video to be made.
So, so I found the chap who made the vid, Richard Hinchcliffe. I found him on a website called Dribble, which sounds really dodgy, doesn't it?
What I don't get about this website, how does that relate to illustration?
Dribble's a portfolio site of animators and illustrators. And basically, I found his stuff, and his stuff was just great. And I gave him a message saying, look, would there be any chance that you would get involved with making a music vid? And by chance, he was looking for someone to get creative with, and to use his skills with making this video. And luckily he liked the song too, which always helps. And so because I was on like a fairly small budget, he was working on it on his spare time, and because he's got so much talent in his field, he obviously has a lot of work.
Yeah.
So I was like, I said to him, it doesn't matter how long it takes us, as long as we make something which is a really nice piece of work, and
Like,
a nice piece of work.
He definitely
And
did that.
he's made something which I couldn't imagine. So I think
For such a small budget, I can't believe how amazing it looks.
Yeah,
Like,
but he was a labour of love. It really was.
Yeah.
And you can totally see it. As well.
Yeah.
It's
We were
incredible
getting
how
photos back like
every
month, like updates, and we're like, wow,
I was like, wow, well, I'm going out for a drink. I'm going wild.
I can't handle this.
yeah, it's incredible how people can splash hundreds of thousands on a video, yet it be such a small budget, and it just look 10 times better than anything I've ever seen. I mean, it's up there with one of the best music videos I've seen personally.
Oh, wow.
Purely because of the way that it's been made, and I can't explain it. It's just the colours, like
It really makes you feel the song. Like it really
definitely
brings the song to life in a way and that's what a music video should do. It's
got a perfect blend of watching the video and engaging with it, but also not being enough in the video for it to take away from what the actual music is being heard. So you get a perfect blend of being able to hear the music as well as watch what is going on, and it accompanying both very nicely.
I think it was quite nice that you had a very strong idea about the storyline when you started as well, because the song for you had a very strong kind of storyline. Yeah. And so definitely when you're watching it, you can see the artist's intent. You can hear and see the artist's intention.
Yeah, I drew a brief storyboard to send to Rich, and it was quite basic stuff. This was the first time that I've ever kind of thought about a music video, and and Richard obviously took it to a new level. I will mention that Richard is teaming up with a Brighton illustrator called Dan Locke, and he's going to be making another music vid, which I think they have started, for my fourth song, which is Can You Feel It Too, which is a song on climate change, which I'm looking forward to seeing that too.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
There's obviously, and then the whole thing about the video is based around space as well.
Yeah.
So how did the theme come for space for not only the single but also the album as
So
well?
it did start with that
Kev's
song.
obsession.
And
Kev's obsession with astronomy, and like it really, like you were just like Kev really gets into like things, and you knew everything. You were just learning about everything space orientated, which is great.
Yeah,
cool.
And it started last year, was it?
Which was really interesting for me, because what I got was bite-sized chunks of really sort of complex information that he had learned from YouTube.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So it started about a year back, and it started with that one song, and then I wrote a second song, Fairy Tales and the Chains, which is kind of a spacey song, but it's more of a atheist kind of song, I guess.
The idea behind the album, if I'm correct, was kind of like seeing like human emotions from like mixing human emotions.
Okay.
So then, like, after writing the first couple of songs, I went on, and then I thought, I mean, these songs are about like emotions, about feelings, and or my feelings, or other people's feelings, and I thought I could link this to kind of a space, a metaphoric space kind of analogy, and then it was I think it was me, you, and our friend Jerome, and we was all playing FIFA once, and as we did, we're like, well, me and my mate does, and we was talking about how to kind of turn all of the songs to a space themed record.
So some of them are
and from that it definitely inspired more spacey songs. But I think what Steph's going to say,
they're not like necessarily spacey. They're kind of like, they've got this kind of scientific language, a lot of them have in them. So the idea is that, like, basically in philosophical terms, it would be merging the objective with the subjective. So the first person point of view with the external objective view.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like, I've got a song called
Balancing It Out.
Yeah. So like, I got a song called Gravity, and that's more about my own personal aims and goals in life, and I'm using gravity's like a kind of a push or a pull, and it's bringing me alive. Yeah, and it's kind of like, it's not necessarily about that as what that is. It's more about me going, I want to go forward. I want to be ambitious.
And the other thing that inspired you was Joni Mitchell's. Was it Joni Mitchell's quote? We are all just.
I start. That inspired the song. Yeah, that inspired.
Yes, so the idea that we are all like, you can trace our particles back to the Big Bang. You know, we're all part of this kind of physical universe.
Does sound like
physical
a very
bits of stuff.
That sounds like a very interesting concept for an album.
Yes.
So obviously Dark Stars is out now.
Yeah.
When is the next one going to be out then?
Just Another Day is out on May the 2nd.
So it's fairly close.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Two
linked.
months or so.
I've linked those two quite close on purpose.
Well, you've now set the date.
Yeah,
so That's it.
Yeah, it's set.
Like,
I can't change my mind.
sure.
And that song, and that song's kind of that's gonna be very
Sorry,
different.
that's Rupert's mouth.
Rupert.
He
Yes.
enjoys cat toys more than dog toys, so sorry.
You can hear a
about
nice
that.
mouse in the background. That's just Rupert again, stealing the show once again.
Yeah. So my second song, just another day. It comes out 2nd of May, and that's very different to Dark Stars. It's about the monotony of someone's life, and we've made a real life film where we've got actors in.
Yeah, but the first line is, "Oh, I need more space."
Yeah, true. So it has got this space analogy.
It has. I think it's from what you're
song.
saying is it's just going to have elements of space to it, whether it be the style or whether it be the lyrics. There's going to be something themed around it. It doesn't necessarily have to be about the whole song.
No, exactly.
So there's a nice theme.
I think I would say I think what's most important is the subject matter of the emotion of that song. I think that's the first foremost thing, and then I think the second thing is like Rupert's taking a piss on the floor.
Rupert, I opened the door
And that is
for
the
you.
most important move.
Did he actually?
Yeah, he just took away.
This is when he's
Marcus
my dog,
territory
isn't it?
again.
This is when he's my dog.
While Steph works that out.
So Steph's gone.
So I will ask you this final question then. And this was meant to be for the both of you, but I guess this is going to be on your behalf then.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Who?
I think Steph's coming back.
Steph's here now.
Yeah.
So for the both of you, before we wrap up, because it's 30 minutes in, so this is
really?
going to be
Oh,
an
wow.
extra long podcast episode for you all. So
We talk a lot.
So obviously, as a couple, who has the better taste in music? And if
dear.
not, who listens to the most music as a shared experience, or does anybody have the upper hand in that?
So I would say we listen to about the same amount. I mean,
no, I listen to more music.
no, I mean we listen to music together here.
No, but we're not
But-
always together.
We have
Pointing
a
that out. We're not always together.
So when I go jogging, I like to listen to music.
Well, yes,
And you like to listen. I'm not sure.
I think
go on.
I listen to more music.
No.
Yes, I do.
I always go through different spells.
Okay.
Spells?
You're more picky than me. Like in what
I'm
you
really,
listen to.
I'm really fussy. Yeah.
It's a bit like me then.
Really
I won't
fussy.
listen to, like, me personally, I can't stand chart stuff. So,
No.
So I'm incredibly picky. So my girlfriend, she likes to listen to the odd bit, and I'm like, nah, get it off. Especially when I'm driving, I can't do anything about it. Just pop it on in the car, and I can't do anything about it because I'm driving.
I like listening to a lot of local music. Actually, I listen to a lot of local bands, because it really excites me to know what's going on around in the scene and stuff. So I listen, and I genuinely like them, and yeah. But I think you don't often really love something.
I find it very hard to find something new which I've fallen in love with. So I do stick with a lot of older stuff. Like I listened to the record Blue by Joni Mitchell about 1 million times, and I don't think I've ever heard anything that.
You know, that is stunning album.
That
It's a
good.
very good album.
And I listen to.
Makes you think.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would say modern stuff. I mean, it's not modern, but I listened to recently. I listened to Nick Cave's recent record. I listened to Bowie's too. But these are older artists. I just feel there's
Motor
more.
Pony.
Yeah, I do.
They were a band who came
yeah.
over from the States and put them up.
I felt like they had something good, and many bands do, but I think I'm stuck in the past, and
But when you
I just
like
think
something, you
music
really like.
then, like from Jackson C. Frank or Nick Drake or Joni, I just think it's just incredible. It is like mind-blowingly like incredible music, and if it's not at that level, I find I struggle.
I do see something in the older artists, like it's just, I mean, for starters, like I always think it's quite amazing that at some stage in history, most people played piano to a grade 8 standard, like as a normal thing.
Yeah.
And then obviously the television came in, so the piano wasn't the centre of the room anymore. So it's quite interesting that, yeah.
Yeah, but then again, you've got some people who, people may argue that it's wrong of me to say this, but just press a button.
What do you? Oh, what?
As in DJs and things like that.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, they can just press a button now, so there's even more disengagement in those terms.
Yeah.
So there has been a decrease in that, but then when you kind of look further afield and deeper underground, and this is why I do this podcast, is that I try and reach out to people and be like, look at this stuff. Look at this new music. It's around. It's about.
I think
you've just got to look for it.
Because
And
that's
search
what
for it.
I really like underground artists who are developing as well. I like to see something growing.
Yeah.
And
For
so
sure,
like that's
for
also.
sure. I think music. I think as long as it makes you feel something, the music is doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And that's but I still find that without the respect to a lot of artists, I still find it really hard to find music which can like modern music, say, which can turn that button on.
There is,
Of course, there's loads, but I it's just.
I do understand that there are. So for this podcast, all the songs that I play click. They're like, yeah, this is really cool. I want to share this, but there are only a finite amount of bands that are literally special. So I can't physically find special bands for every week for this podcast because it's just going to be impossible. Yeah. So when I do find them, it's rare for me to stick around with a band for 10, 15 years after.
Yeah. I think we were spoiled in the 60s and 70s.
Rupert, we also weren't around.
It's true. So it could be just an old trick. It's just,
the thing is though is that people do tend to go back to
sorry, destroying things.
And stealing the show again. But there will be a picture up. Don't worry. If you don't know what he looks like, I'll pop a picture up. And people do tend to go back to older artists because they're not satisfied with what's out there at the moment. So a lot like my go-to artist is Springsteen personally.
He's so passionate. He's got the passion. He's got the emotion there.
I listened to Springsteen today because I was just thinking I've got an hour at work left. What do I listen to? Springsteen.
It's amazing.
Whack Jungle Land on Happy
Absolutely
Days.
brilliant. Yeah. And there have been moments when I have been going for a run and running up hills and finding it difficult, and then Born to Run comes on.
That's what you want.
Has been.
It's just those kind of things that you do go back to it.
But I also wonder, like the old stuff. The one thing because I like layers of things as well. So like for me, like I think if you really love songs, the old stuff, they really had a big focus on a really good but interesting song.
Yeah.
Whereas like now it's often also about textures and layers. So interesting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Especially with electronic music, it's like here's an interesting.
Yeah, I mean, electronic music done right is done very well. So like your bonobos, for example.
Yeah.
That's done right because it's a lot of thought gone into it.
Yeah.
What was that?
I'm sorry, but he didn't just do a wee.
I didn't poo. Oh my god. Rupert's done a poo on the floor. Rupert. And look,
I just noticed
I couldn't stop because I couldn't carry on because I saw your face and I was like, oh no, what's wrong?
Because he didn't he went back for more and like.
And we're not even had dinner yet.
Puppy, why?
I'll tell you what, we will leave it there then, and I will let you go. I'll let you go clean up. And
I was expecting you to let me. Rupert.
It's terrible. So thank you very much for Steph from Della, Lupa, and Kev Minney for coming on. So we got Good Night by Della, Lupa, and then we're gonna finish off with Dark Stars by Kev Minney. Thank you very much for listening in to the Music Scout podcast, and I will see you later. Ta-ra.
City rise, it's the strangest sight. In the desert too dry, a labyrinth of lights. Hypnotized and hooked on a high. You don't care about precision. Go on and say good night. Good night. I've lost all my good sense of refrain. Good night. It's a mad world run by madmen. Run by madmen. For 100 hits, Roskin and crackling. No clock to watch, who's to tell you to crop it softly? Hypnotized and hooked on a high. You don't care about precision. Go on and say good night. Good night. I've lost all my good sense of refrain. Good night. It's a mad world run by madmen. You're run by madmen. All they want is just a good time. You're run by madmen. All they want is say good night. You're run by madmen. All they want is say good night. You're run by madmen. All they want is just a good time. I get lost hypnotized, run by madmen. Now all I want is just a good time. I get lost hypnotized, run by madmen. Now all I want is just a good time. Good night. I've lost all my good sense of refrain. No care about precision. I wanna say good
bright light in the sky. Years and years ago, love was on fire. Life we desired, was it ever there? Or did it expire? You can still see it shining, a star that is dying. Dark stars, our fire so burnt out.
fallen from the sky. There's no more tears to cry. A stranger in my mind, a light of the past. Was it all an illusion? Now my only conclusion is we were blind. Dark stars, our fires all burnt out. Sleep well through the silence of the night. Dark stars fallen from the sky. There's no more tears to cry. Dark stars, fires all burnt out. Sleep well through the warmth of the night. New stars born in our skies. Fusion of chance, collision of lights. New stars, our love is on fire. There's no more tears.